Hello everybody, this is Brey's Ways. Well, I'm finally here, guys, and I'm excited to show you what I've been working on. I hope that you will enjoy it. A lot of details went into this little project of mine, and I hope that you really enjoy all the stuff that you see. There is a few things to see, so it should be interesting. I hope that y'all can pick up on some of the ideas. And as you know, Willy Wonka would say, we have to hurry. There's so much time and so little to do. No, wait a minute. Strike that, reverse it. So we better get started, guys, okay? So, moving to our left, you see fruits in the background and some candy in a cute little wreath. And I made this cute little flower arrangement that you see here with some faux bubble gums. And down here on the bottom, sitting on what is half of a pillar, because if you remember, in his office, there were some items that were halved. They were cut in half. So I was trying to keep that with the decor. And I had these two rummage sale finds that I had gotten from a friend a long time ago when she was selling her bed. She had these two pillars that went on either side of her bed, and they held glass shelves. So I ended up buying those shelves, and I've had them for years, and I decided to spray paint them and reuse them for this project. So all I did was that I spray painted them, and then I added the cute little fruits, and there is the half pillar. And on top of the pillar, I got these really cute mushrooms at Dollar General. And I thought I should add the dollops of colored cream, like you saw on or in the movie, where some of the mushrooms had cream in them and people could just put their hands into it and, take some. Well, I decided I would keep that idea. And I thought it'd be cute to dollop them up. So here's a little one. Down here below, there's a cookie jar that's shaped like a giant ice cream cone. And some colored beads that are faux candies that I've had for a long time. Now going back up, I'm going to go across. And here you see the center of the wall. Let me back up a little. That has these hung curtains that I've had for a while, and I thought they would look really pretty and elegant, because as I see it, or as I thought of Willy Wonka as an elegant person who was very eccentric, but he had good taste, right? Get it? Taste? Haha. Anyway, so I thought that I would decorate the walls with these beautiful flower curtains and then overlap them with fancy lace curtains on top of that, to just, mute the colors a little bit so that the colors that I was going to be using would really pop. So right here, what I did is that I took a branch off of our pomegranate bush and I spray painted it a really pretty blue. And then I hung off of it these miniature apples, faux apples that I had gotten with faux creams. So I did them all differently, and they all have the little chocolate crunchies, the faux crunchies that I had made and come up with. So I put them into all the little apples, and I decorated all the little apples differently as best as I could. So that was really fairly simple. And then over here to the right, you see the hot pink or magenta colored seahorse, which is a reminder of that second movie of Willy Wonka where the boat was shaped like a seahorse, remember? And it is a part of half of a wire wheel that I found, I think, in Dollar Tree a while back. And as you remember, one of the quotes that Willy Wonka said to his passenger friends was, "Around the world and home again, that's the sailor's way." And then he said, all I ask is a tall ship and a star to sail her by. All aboard, everybody. So, yeah, he was going to show them around and scare them a little and make you laugh while watching all of that. Now here starts the table, guys. I have been working pretty hard on all of this stuff, so I hope that you enjoy it. Down here, I made this little faux cake about a month or two ago, I guess. And I wanted to add the faux lemon crunchies to it that I came up with. And part of what you see as part of the chips on top of that faux cake was actually made from some leftover plaster of Paris pieces that I had painted up, and it was just leftover stuff that was drying out, and I decided to keep it and add it to this shaker that I kept from one of my spices, and I added all those little chunks with it, along with some glitters and some sands. So I thought it would look really cute as the topper of this little miniature cake. And then I sat the little pieces because I cut out a slice, and I sat it on top of these really cute marble rocks or stones that I got at, if I'm correct, I think I got them at Walmart. And to me, they look like butterscotch pieces and vanilla pieces, so I thought they would look so cute as part of the table. Now right here, I came up with these raw candies, and of course, to make these, guys, because they're kind of big, I used double sticks or double little dowels so that I could hot glue all the white pebbles that I had gotten. And after I had glued down all the pebbles the way I wanted them, or had them in place, I just had to hand paint them, and then I glittered them up with the faux sugar, which is the clear glitter that I love using so much. And I think they came out so adorable. And on the bottoms are little butterfly stickers, and they had like 2 layers to them. So the back part, where the sticky part was, I just simply wrapped them around the sticks, and the top part of the butterfly stayed showing. So there you are. And they're sitting inside some more of those stones that I used to make the candies out of, sitting in this really pretty cute cranberry candle holder that I've had forever. And then over here, you see these lollipops, and they're like seaside lollipops, and I thought that would be kind of cute. And I did all of those out of molds, and then the little rounded pieces, I did those by hand, and all I had to do was just press them down with a little tool, and then I just Mod Podged them and sugared them up and let them dry, and just added them to that cute little vase. And down here is one of our salt and pepper shaker sets that my mother gave me a long time ago, so I've had it forever. And Rob thought it would be a cute idea to use it as a reminder of the little wheelbarrow that the Oompa-Loompas was using. Now keep in mind, guys, that this table is what I feel was Willy Wonka. If he was still around and had been doing stuff like this still, he would be setting out an example table, or a sample table, should I say, for the Oompa-Loompas to come during their lunch break or whenever they were able to come, and then they could try out all the different ideas of pastries and cookies and candies and drinks, that he himself would have set down on the table. So back here, I have a place for some hot coffee. And then you see some really cute and adorable cupcakes with, purple syrups and, all the sugary and chocolatey goodness. Some of these I redid. I had them for a while, and I thought I could use them and display them. And so this one right here has a lot of frosting on top, and it's all crystallized with all that sugar, and you can see that it's like melting a little bit. And then you have this really cute one right there. And then that one back there with all the chocolate pieces and chocolate just going down. I mean, yum, 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 right? So down here, see, another thing I was thinking about is if, I'm pretty sure that Willy Wonka wasn't like a very international traveler. He probably traveled the world, of course, to pick up ideas. And so how could he not have gone to, like Mexico or any other Latin country and come up with, sweetbreads of some sort, or, pastries that he could have wanted to bring back, to make and create his own, and then share them with the Oompa-Loompas and everybody that went there. So I had to have my pan dulces here because I'm sure he would have appreciated that. And then down here is a lollipop, one of those swirly lollipops. I remember getting these when I used to go to town to shop with my mother, and she would buy us these really big lollipops, and well, it took me basically the whole week just to eat it. So I really had a lot of fun eating those when I was growing up. And right here you have these cute little brownie cakes, and these were fun to make. And this one's a double brownie with dollops of, frosting and, chocolate piece there. And then that one back there has a little sandwich on top of it. All the cute little dollops. And then this one has a little blue rosette on top of a chocolate candy on top of all that cream and stuff. And the one in the back has a white striped purple piece of candy on it with some frosting on top as well. And of course, you gotta have some milk. You gotta have some milk. So not everybody wants coffee or any other drink. They might want just milk, so you gotta have some milk there. Now this little piece here was redone. I had this one and I thought it needed to be dolled up, so this is what I came up with, guys. So I added a piece of that faux chocolate on top, and what was berries before, became like malt balls. That was an idea that my husband had, so I went with it, and this is what I came up with. So who doesn't want a pistachio, cream, topper on top with chocolate and all that stuff. Cool Whip. Now here's another idea I came up with. I remember that in the original movie they had the balloons that he was kicking around, remember? And I thought it would be so cute to kind of sort of replicate them in these faux cookies. They're large cookies, and of course they look like balloons. And so what I did is that I added them to, of course, their lollipop sticks, and then I added a string to them so that it looked like they could, be held up, with helium or something. And I stuck them into this faux little miniature chocolate cake that I doused with paints, and then I just ran a little stick through it, and I created this pattern. And it had run all the way down on the styrofoam plate that it was sitting on, so it created this crust in the bottom that when I tried to release the cake, of course, it started tearing. But then I thought, you know what, I'm going to let it go ahead and finish tearing all the way around, and this is what it looks like. Isn't that a cute idea? And what it's in is this really cute little wicker wire basket that I had for a long time, and I used a very old candle holder that was made out of metal, and I had Mod Podged colorful papers to it and added little beads to it. And I don't know if I can show it to you from here because I can't pull it out right now, but it's a really nice, heavy, sturdy piece. And I put a little Chinese little dish underneath it, like a little bowl, and then I ended up gluing that to the basket, and that's how I made that. And then next we have the faux sundaes. Do these look good or what, guys? Look at them. And there's another lollipop. And of course, all these delicious looking little sundaes are sitting on top of those faux butterscotch vanilla pieces, candy pieces. And this sundae is a strawberry sundae, but look at the bottom. you see that it has vanilla and it has like pop rocks, and all that is just fake colored stones or little rocks that I found at Dollar Tree. And then I put my ice cream on there that was painted to look like it was strawberry, and then I just drizzled the whole thing with more strawberry coloring on top, and I started using my strawberries that I had not been able to use yet, and then I topped it with some candy pieces as well. And here's another one with yellow crunchies. And if you guys have seen how I make my yellow crunchies, you can find it in one of the videos. I think it particularly does mention that they're called crunchies. And this one has the chocolate on the bottom and all that awesome, strawberry and vanilla, ice cream and the strawberry. That's also sugared. All the strawberries are sugared with a faux glitter. Here's the Fudge Sundae, guys. Does that look good or what? And here's another one. This is like a blueberry sundae. And in the very bottom, you can see the little faux candies. Because what kiddo or even an adult would mind having a little bit of candy surprise on the bottom, right? So there's that. And I wanted to touch base that I made these two settings, these two little platforms out of these long rectangular gold and black trays that I found at Dollar Tree a little bit, about a week or so ago. And I just simply super glued the glass candle holders from Dollar Tree to the bottom to make them sturdy to hold all that weight. And they worked out wonderful. And here's another one. And guys, let me show you how cute these turned out. Oh my gosh, I know. I am so proud of these. They're so yum yum looking. Finally got to use my fruits. So how wacky is this? And how delicious does it look? This is my lime, awesome ice cream. And of course I had to make some blue because, it's such a pretty color. And here's one with orange. And a brownie sits on top with the faux sprinkles. And then here you have your lemon. And doesn't that look good? Look at that. I am so proud of these, guys. It was some of the first things that I made for this table in particular. Yep. And then you see the lollipop there. Now swinging back this way. There, look at this. Do these look good or what? I know. So I ended up making these adorable chocolates with little pineapples on them. The mold, the pineapple mold, was a gift from Frank. And I could not resist this, guys. I had made all these pieces of faux chocolate, the shapes of them, in advance, and I wasn't quite sure what to put on them. So lo and behold, when I got that mold, I was like, aha! And then all I had to do was just, super glue them down. And then I Mod Podged them all. After I hand painted them, of course, I had to have hand painted the pineapples individually. And then I glued them down, then I glittered them up, and then I Mod Podged them again so that they would hold. And I found these cute plates at Dollar Tree. I have 2 of them. I'll show you the other one in a minute. But what do you guys think of these chocolates? Aren't they yummy looking? I think Willy Wonka would have liked these, don't you think? You bet. And then, ta-da! Here's the other little plate. And what do we see here, guys? What are these? What are these deliciousnesses? That's right. They're macaroons. Aren't they good looking? Look at that. Precious. Now, you won't believe the things that, you come up with sometimes when you have leftover stuff from other projects or whatever. But when I was decorating stuff and everything, I decided to add together some leftover faux frostings And this is where I used them on top of these really adorable faux macaroons. I needed something big and dollopy, and there it is. And then you see these cute little faux cookies. Adorable, adorable. And I did a few of those. And I hand painted them and glittered them and Mod Podged them. And then back this way, using another mold, I had these two pieces. And I decided to redo them. So I repainted them and I redecorated them. So this one's got a big sunflower, but with all the pretty glitter and dollops of faux frosting. It looks totally different. And then this one's over here, looking really cute. And of course, you got to keep your chocolate, guys, because Willy Wonka was all about chocolates. Speaking of chocolate, there's the picture, which has, of course, the hot chocolate in it. Yes, yes, yes. And then up here, I had to keep my little loaves, but I did something different to the one in the end because I wasn't quite happy with just the powdering of it. Yes, yes, I did. I sugared it up. Look at how yummy that looks. I know, doesn't it just make you want to have a little piece, right? And there are these cute little dollops of candy cream with red sands to give them that candied look. And all it was just leftover stuff that I had, and I didn't know what to do with it. And I thought, you know what? I've seen candies like that look like this and stuff, or something similar, so why not? And then here you have the Fizzy lifting drink. At least my rendition of it. But isn't it cute? Oh yeah, you don't want to drink this. You'll end up in the ceiling. And going up, here's something really different and cute. My faux cookie pops. I was going to call them fish cake pops, but I didn't want anything to sound savory. I wanted everything to sound sweet, so they're just fish cookie pops. Aren't they cute? And they look like they're swimming through the reeds. And of course I put them into that little pottery there. And I added some chocolates, because you can't have Willy Wonka anything without a little bit of his chocolates. And then down here I made some psychedelic, or something similar to the balloon designs that were in the movie. I thought they would be cute to have on the faux cookies, guys. So what do you think? I thought these were adorable. And then I added these square cookies as well, which I thought turned out really, really nice. And then down here, where all the other little candy bits are, I put my waffle cookies. Yes. Turned out really well, didn't they? They were fun to make. Down here, these blue cups used to be my grandmother's. And I got them handed down. And I always loved them because they had fruits embossed into them. And I only had 4. So I've taken good care of these cups. I wish I had the little plates and stuff, but this is all I got. So I have treasured them always. And I thought, why not? We have the fruit thing going on here, so might as well use them. And I found this adorable set at Walmart of these little kitty dishes that I thought would look so cute as the trays and the plates, the cups, and the utensils of the Oompa-Loompas. And of course, the watermelon napkins, which I thought would look so cute from Dollar Tree. And here comes the pie. Here is, guys, my Snozzberry Pie. Not a blueberry pie, although it is similar to it. But no. It is a Snozzberry Pie. And I finally ended up painting it. I redid it a couple of times because I was not happy. Till I finally got the look that I wanted. And there it is. And it was very easy to make, really. I do have the video for how I put it together, but I never did show how I painted it. I just didn't have the time, guys, and I'm so sorry. But if y'all do ever want me to do a video on it or something like that, I mean, of anything that you see on the table, just let me know, and I will try to prepare it for you. And yeah, the snozzberries are down there, looking a little leaky, but delicious nonetheless, right? Okay, now moving on over here is the other flower arrangement with the faux bubblegums or faux candies. And then down below is another mushroom with the creams that you can put your finger into. There's a little one. And there's that pillar. And I thought the pillars were going to be a really nice touch. Now I kept this table cover that I had gotten a while back because I had not displayed it yet. And I liked that it had fruits on it. So I thought, well, this is as close as I'm going to get to displaying all the fruits, or at least some of the fruits, right, that I wanted to have showcased. And so I used this one instead. And it was a very bright, cheerful table cover, so I thought, why not? So I think that it turned out super duper duper nice. I'm very proud of it. I still have a little bit more to show you guys. Yes, yes, yes. Everything in this room's edible. Even I'm edible. But that would be called cannibalism. Looked down upon in most societies. How many of you guys remember the snozzberry thing? The snozzberries taste like snozzberries. Remember? I had to definitely say that one because that was just too funny. Yep. Ah, and also in remembering about the fizzy lifting drink, when he said, bubbles, bubbles everywhere, but not a drop to drink yet. So what do y'all like best about it so far? Which dessert on the table, or what about everything that I put out here do you like the best? Let me know in comments, guys, okay? Let me know. I am so curious. And it was a lot of work, but it was a lot of fun. And I always knew that whatever I came up with, y'all might like. So I thought, yep, it's going to be well worth it. So now, let's go on to see the rest of it, shall we? Well, if you guys remember, he had his own office. But I changed it, of course. My office doesn't look like his in the movie, but it's my own rendition of what I would have thought his office will look like, kind of, sort of now. So I thought I'm going to go ahead and do my best to make it look like it's his office. So here goes. Here you see a curtain with all the cute festive curlies coming down. And he's got his star on the wall. And so that's my little art piece right there, guys. I painted it to look like if it was colorful clouds. Because, you know, in the movie you see a lot of clouds as they're flying around in the elevator. And then over here on the other wall, you're going to see all of these popsicle little posters. A cute little mirror. I got those from Dollar Tree. There's that little frame that I decorated earlier and showed you guys that would make a good Halloween idea. Here is the half frame that I decided to make. And of course it's framing Wonka's golden ticket. And now the way I did this frame is that I took one of those square metal frames from Dollar Tree and I cut it with wire cutters in half. And then I just took strips of this table cover that I had and wrapped it around and hot glued it together, and then just hot glued some flowers to the corners. And of course, he has to have a calendar, so his calendar is halved. It's cut in half. Down here, you see one of my art pieces that I came up with just for this. I did it the night before, and I had it drying, and I had it set, and then I had to put the backing to it, and I super glued with E6000 that cute mold piece of a blue rose. So what do you think of that? And the platter was one of those silver platters from Dollar Tree that I just hand painted black, and then I just swirled in the colors in there and made this really cute art piece, because I'm pretty sure that Willy Wonka definitely appreciated art. He did have an art piece on his wall in his office. And down here is his cigar sitting in an old crystal candle holder that he's using as an ashtray. Pencil. Then here is the cute little daffodil cup and saucer. Now mine does not come apart. I did it as one piece, but I thought it would be adorable to just leave it like that. It does have the bite marks, or the little piece where he chomps down on it. So I just set a little teaspoon in there, and it sits on top of these faux candy bonbons that were strung up and tied to give this cute little look to it. And there's a teapot that I've had forever, and I thought that would be a cute touch, something different, a very old piece. He's got pencils and stuff, and even an ice cream scoop in his office. Yeah, because he was always working. He was always doing something. And here is half of a basket holding his paper with this adorable topaz or amber glass little top hat as a paperweight. And down here in this polka dotted box, I have a bunch of empty notebooks and folders that I'll be using for my writings in the future. And then here I have these cute two adorable bottles behind. And I forgot to mention it from the table, but I had gotten from Dollar Tree about 2 weeks or so ago these adorable fruity printed boxes. I got all 3 shapes, and I used them as risers for some of my displays. And here he has his fudge cake, with ice cream on top and faux candies and some of the cookies. And now, in keeping with the modern times, or at least partially somewhat modern times, I guess, or as modern as I can make it, is my typewriter. This typewriter definitely works, and it is my typewriter, and I have used it like forever and ever to type up my stories, my poetry, and whatnot. So I thought it'd be cute to have a half of a sheet of paper stuck into it. Why not? And of course, this crazy scarf that was this little chair cover. I added that. Thought it would be cute and whimsical. And now you'll see what I've been working on for a while. Hold on. First, you're going to see the top hat. Now, my top hat took me nights to do, but I was able to finish it. It is not quite perfect. It's not quite completed, but I wanted to do this video, guys. So later on, I'll be adding a few touches to it to make it even better. And I'll show it to you later as well. But I got this one. It's all paper mache. And it took me just hours to do. But it's really nice. I can actually kind of sort of wear it. It's a little tight, but I can still put it on my head. But it's just slightly tight. And his cane. I tried to duplicate it, and it's not perfect. And I just finished it tonight. But here's his little ball cane. I don't know what they called it back in the day. The style, But I made it out of modeling clay, the topper and the top part of it. And I made the design on it to be a little similar to his own. It's not exactly similar, and it's not as good or anything like that, but it was all hand done and hand painted just so that I could show it. And it's got the bottom tip painted as well. But I think it came out really nice, as did the hat. We're very proud of that. And down below, underneath the hat, is half of a bird cage. I don't know if you can see that or not. But yeah, there's half of a bird cage there. And that basically was just the way it was. We had it already that way. And then, of course, this stand is a very old lamp stand that broke apart and everything. And I salvaged the pole and the bottom. And I had it outside forever. And I thought, oh, you know what? I'm going to clean it up and I'm going to spray paint it and use it for my display. So what do you think, guys? What do you think, huh? My husband made the Wonka's office sign and the Oompa-Loompa break room sign, which of course was his idea to do this in the first place. And the desk here belongs to my son. He left it here. He couldn't take it with him, so of course I was happy to get it because I needed more storage, room for my notebooks and pens and pencils and everything else. So there it is. Oh, and I forgot to show you the clock, the half a clock. Now what I did here is that I took a styrofoam plate, cut it in half, painted it black, and then I just added it to the top part of the clock with some blue artist tape in the back because I did not want to ruin. This was my aunt's clock. She gave it to me and I didn't want to ruin it because it still works and everything. And so I decided that using the artist tape in the back would be perfect because then later I could just take it off. And of course, in top you have some of the nautical stuff that we still have, which still goes, with some of the quotes that he did. So overall, I'm sorry if it goes in and out of focus, guys. Let me see if I can back up a little. Back up a little. So what do y'all think, huh? Yeah, this is like the biggest display I've done in a while. I've done a few, but mostly for Halloween. And I've never shown it on video, of course. So this Halloween will be interesting. I hope I can come up with some really good ideas. But yes, this was a lot of fun. And on top, I just added some pink and yellow and blue flowers, just in keeping with the decor, in case anybody looked up there, But yes, I am happy to have been able to show you guys what I've been working on. So please let me know in comments what you like about it the most. I personally like these. Those are adorable too. But I really, really, really like these drinks back here, guys. The lime, orange, and lemon. Sundaes back there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed showing it to you. For those of you that are new to my channel, please subscribe. And if you have been members of my channel, please stick with me. I enjoy showing you what I can do. I hope that y'all get to use some of my ideas to come up with a theme of your own and try to come up with something, lively and cheerful and fun, because that's what it's all about, having a lot of fun. So thank you so much, guys, for your time, for your friendship. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll see what happens next time in Brey's Ways. So until then, stay safe, stay creative. Don't stop creating. Show me what you can do. Have fun with it, guys. Until next time. Bye-bye.